Hi, I'm Lawren Campbell from Resergo Place, and we are here today at Tire Shack on John Street in Moncton, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Alan Norman. I'm the co-owner of Tire Shack Brewing here at John and Dominion in Moncton.
Cool. So, Tire Shack Brewing Company, I've lived here pretty much my whole life. Tire Shack to me was a standalone independent tire, literally a tire company. Yeah. What is it now?
Now it's a craft brewery, but it's great that you said that because that was something that was really important to us. It was the Tire Shack before. A lot of people know this place as the Tire Shack, so it was important to kind of keep that going and breathe new life into the space. We found whenever we told people John and Dominion, it's a garage at the corner of John Street, everyone would be like, oh, I don't know where that is. Where is that? As soon as you said the Tire Shack, oh yeah, the Tire Shack. They knew instantly where it was, which is great because it kind of it shows how important this structure and this building has been to the community over the past. So it's great that we can take this space and breathe new life into it and give it a whole new purpose.
Excellent. So that really leads to one of the most important questions. We've been talking about adaptive reuse and how important that is to heritage. It's not a designated heritage building, but it is. We tend to ignore sometimes those industrial type commercial buildings as part of the fabric of a neighborhood. Yeah. This has been around for a long time, but you wanted to open a craft brewery where you're actually brewing on site. Why not just build a brand new building to your specifications?
Well, that's really expensive. But B, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to find a really unique standalone space. And when we found this is one of the first buildings we saw, and we loved it. We thought, oh my God, it's going to be so much work, we can't do it. So we kept looking, but there was nothing, a lot of buildings in strip malls and just buildings without any personality. And this building had so much character and so much personality, and we instantly loved it and just saw the potential. So we were so passionate about it that we felt we need to do this. We can figure it out, but this is going to be the space. And it really worked out. And it's great what you said about the fabric of the community, because so many people come here and they say, I used to get my tires changed here. I used to come to the garage, and now they still get to come here. It's just repurposed. Now they can come here and get their beer. It's great. And then to a whole new generation of people, it was never a garage. It was a brewery. So it kind of projects us into it gives this building a future as well as a past, which is interesting.
And the link is in maintaining the name. Maintaining the bay doors, and in the naming of your drinks, you kind of have that people will wonder, and like you said, people now know it as a brewery. Why is everything named after a tire or something mechanical? And then when you explain it, you're an ambassador to the history by explaining the nature of the beer that they're drinking.
Yeah, we try to pay homage. It's a slippery slope. We try not to go too crazy with the auto theme. It's pretty easy though to
Great case stout.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do it. But no, it's important to us to not forget what this was, And around here, there's a lot of decorations that are actually from the original auto garage. So that's really amazing. There are a lot of vintagey stuff from the 70s and the 80s that you just can't find anymore. So it kind of really gives it a great feel. And we have a bunch of old car posters on the wall from magazines and everything. And you just don't see that stuff anymore. Yeah. Even the way that the type is written, and they're just so wordy, it's really interesting. So that's really important to us and a big focus on everything we do here. For sure.
Cool. So you fall in love with the building, you look around, you decide, nope, we're going back to one of the first buildings we saw. You already mentioned, you went, wow, that's going to be a lot of work. Explain the challenges of converting this former tire garage into the brewery that you wanted it to be.
Okay, so we don't have enough time, probably. Yeah.
Okay, top challenges.
A lot of work doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. No, but so basically, it was older, and it wasn't. A brewery has a lot of very specific things that need to be done with electrical, with plumbing, especially, and just even the floors and the walls. So basically, what we had to do was strip this place, completely strip it to 4 walls. We even put in a new floor. So it was a challenge, and I'm not coming from a construction background. So, and I was kind of the project manager. So, God help us. it's a miracle that it got done. But it was a lot of fun, and every day there was a new challenge. But like one of the first challenges were this building was abandoned for 3 years. So when we turned on the water pipes in the wintertime, they all burst. And so we came in here one morning and there's just water everywhere. It was a disaster. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter because it was all kind of coming out anyways. But like that was one of our first days in here, and it's like,
That's when you start to balance the cost saving of an existing building with building new is the convenience of not having those challenges. But at the end, is there a difference in the satisfaction of a project versus building a new versus look what we've done with retrofitting another building?
100%. And one crazy thing too is the old owner of the Tire Shack actually came in, and he's in his 80s, and he walked around and really couldn't recognize the place. I mean, he could, but the transformation was so amazing to him that he actually cried. Nice. And that was, to us, that was the best feeling, because we love this building as much as he did, and we really put our hearts and souls into this building. So to see that connection with the past, to see him really enjoy and appreciate what we had done was a really great feeling for us, because it was 11 months of renos every day, 7 to 5 weekends, so the payoff was huge. It was great.
Excellent. So some of the things that you did maintain, I mean, you said you stripped it, but one of the best features when you're driving down the street is the wall of really a lot of glass in these garage doors. So all season, summertime open it, wintertime you still get the natural light. So obviously an easy decision to keep those doors?
Well, because these doors were never glass, so they were white doors, so there was like a little pane of glass, that's it. But the building's facing west, we knew there was all kinds of sun, so this had to stay for sure, and windows were a no-brainer. Opening the garage doors, so in the summer, it's basically one continuous space. You can be on the patio, you can come in. In the wintertime, it's super cozy in here. You can watch a blizzard, watch a snowstorm, and be cozy with the beer. So these were a no-brainer for us, and they're great. They add so much character to the place and really open it up. We love these windows.
Excellent. Like people in bigger cities pay a lot of money to create these for their sort of street front. They install these. You had them built, and it was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 huge rolling doors.
They still cost a lot of money.
Oh, imagine, But the spaces were here for them, the openings, exactly. And it really just makes the place feel bigger than it already is. Yep. It really gives it a roomy feel. Any other details that you kept in terms of the actual structure?
Not really. We knocked a few walls down to really open it up. That was the big thing, just kind of having a big open space. What we did really was more like the relics of the place, a lot of old signage, a lot of the knickknacks and stuff like that.
So some recycling.
Exactly. Some major recycling.
But to your benefit. Yeah. But even details, like you said, you redid the floor, but you could have picked any type of floor, but the fact that you used a polished concrete floor. Yeah. Still, to me, you walk in, that's someone could easily interpret that as that's the original floor, because it goes with the theme of the place.
Functional industrial space was kind of like the idea behind the decor and the reno. So we didn't want to hide the fact that you are in an auto garage. So, and now it's still kind of a factory. We make beer here. So we wanted to feel like you're basically in a production space. So
awesome. Yeah. You're not just a craft bar. You brew it on site. It's not hidden. It's part of the space. Yeah. That is a decision to make it part of the experience while you're here.
Yeah. Like some people thought we were kind of crazy about that. Like, why wouldn't you want to divide it and everything? But we want it to be like there's no secrets back there, and we want you to feel like you're part of the beer making process. So you get to sit here, have a beer, but also see how it's made. So, and we're really transparent. So if you have any questions about the beer making process, we're happy to answer them. And then you can see exactly the beer getting made while you're drinking it, which is pretty much as fresh as it can get and as close as you can actually be to the brewing process, which I find a lot of time it's a mystery, how do you make beer? So you can literally learn how to make beer if you come here enough and ask enough questions.
So you're not originally from Moncton?
I am, actually.
You are?
Well, I mean, I guess if we're getting technical, I grew up on the Coverdale Road between Riverview and Salisbury.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Other side of the river.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But now you're away for a while. Tell us a little bit about your experience before you moved back, and then what brought you back to Moncton.
Yeah, so I traveled a lot in Europe, and then I ended up in Toronto. And one thing about both those places is there's a lot of history there, and a lot of like heritage buildings, a lot of old spaces. And that was kind of one of the reasons we wanted to find a standalone, almost heritage building, a building with some character, is because I'm fascinated about the stories that happen between the walls of some of these buildings and the history that they have. So that was a big thing for me, like moving back from Toronto, was finding a structure like that.
What brought you back to Moncton?
We every time we came here in the summer or at Christmas, we just always fell in love with the place. Like, especially in the summer, we're like, wow, like you can be at the beach in 15 minutes. You can be in Funday Park in 45 minutes. Like, the weather's great. There's no traffic. People are so friendly. It's like, what are we doing still living in Toronto? we did love it there, but it was just a no-brainer. Like, when you're younger, you kind of want to get out and experience the world. But as you get older, you realize like some of the great features that Moncton has and the East Coast in general has, and it was really important for us to kind of come back home and be a part of that community.
Cool. So adaptive reuse or rehabilitation of buildings in general, very eco-friendly. It's not only is it environmentally sound, as you mentioned, it's economically sound as well. Yes, there's more work, more payoff at the end, but what I see sometimes is people go a little bit, both feet jump in, and the business only lasts a few years, and then the building's vacant again after having been renovated once or twice. So longevity of businesses within heritage buildings or older structures is the survival key, for the most part, for older heritage buildings. How long have you guys been around?
So we had great timing. We opened in November 2019, right before the pandemic. So
awesome.
Yeah. No, but it was great. Like, people were really supportive, and so we're really happy with how it turned out. But in terms of longevity and everything, it's really important for us to be a part of the community and to be a fabric of this neighborhood and to be a neighborhood space where anybody can come at any time and feel welcome. And we're really passionate about that, and we can see change now in this neighborhood, and we can also see pride again in this neighborhood. This neighborhood, it's a historical neighborhood that's got a lot of history in Moncton, and for a few years it kind of fell on hard times, but now it's rising up, resurgent, right?
Yeah,
it's coming back,
yeah.
And it's really great to see, and it's great to be a part of it. It really is.
So you guys offer a lot of standards that you make all the time, and then almost monthly it seems you're coming up with a brand new, different type of flavor. So that's a sign of expansion and success. But in terms of longevity, you're not sitting on your hands here, are you, in terms of growth of the business?
No, yeah, like we like to be creative, so that the new flavors are a lot of fun for us. It allows us to be creative with the branding and the design of the recipe. And then we're kind of not done with the community. We feel like there's a big opportunity for an event space. Lots of people want to do weddings here or corporate functions, but we never do them because we want this to be a community space. So we don't want people to come here and be like, oh, they're closed again, or when are these guys ever open? So we're always open here. And next door will allow us to have weddings and corporate functions, or any kind of cool events that come to Moncton, like comedy shows, live bands, anything like that. And then we're going to do a rooftop patio as well, which will be great. And it's going to kind of have the same theme as here with the windows. So it's going to be like a glass atrium. So you can be up there in the summer, it will open up so you can be outside on a patio or be inside and the air will circulate. But in the winter, you can watch a snowstorm up there. We're going to heat it. It's probably going to, yeah. So that's going to be great. We're super excited about that. And then more brewing capacity.
Good.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep up with the ANBL demands a little bit better, because right now it's very hard for us to do that. So there's definitely an opportunity.
Purely from
there.
A volume, you're just producing
exactly.
the right amount for them to have them in the stores.
Yeah,
okay.
And then one really cool thing that we're super excited about with the expansion is we're going to do a lot of barrel aging. So, and this is historically how beer was made. So this is going to like really tie us into the past with how beer was made historically. Basically, you can age beer in barrel. Like, the beer making process has never changed, basically, for thousands of years. So we're basically making a beer, and then what they would do is put it in a barrel. And in the barrel, you can add fruit, you can add weird, funky hops, but also the barrel, the wood, has different yeasts inside. So you can never really control the process, and you leave it in the barrel for 1-2 years, and then you get beers that are so unique you can never recreate them again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a one-time
That's
taste
cool.
experience.
Yeah.
So we're really, really excited about that.
Excellent. So Alan, thank you very much, and thank you for the work that you did to bring new life to this corner of John and Dominion in downtown Moncton. And thank you for giving beer lovers a fantastic, unique experience, and I wish you all the best in the future.
We can't let the people go thirsty now.
Right on.